watching today's show, well, we might be taking a little walk on the wild side for you, you know. We always say you're going to walk a mile in a moccasin or a pump you never had on before, but it's going to be an hour of entertainment and a little knowledge thrown in there. We're learning about another lifestyle today. Paul, we hadn't heard much from you. How did you meet Brittany?
Well, actually, I met John.
John?
Yeah.
Who was Brittany before? Okay.
Right.
We
we met several years ago in a bar. We were young in high school. He was actually in college and I was in high school. Became friends, and eventually we started dating. Then Brittany started happening.
Brittany started to emerge.
I mean, when he met me, I wasn't doing this. Actually, we came out together. The club that we met in was an alternative club, which some of you might just say is just another name for a gay club in disguise. But it's like we met and we started going out. I mean, it was like we came out together, so we had a really special bond. And but like it was like we were together when we saw the first drag show, and I knew that's what I wanted to do.
Did Brittany change, Paul, when she turned into drag? Does the personality change?
No, I mean Brittany has a great personality, but he got very involved into it. I mean, he was doing it all the time, and I got worried about it because I was young and I didn't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm. Brittany, I hear you even dated somebody in the military.
Yeah. God, yeah. No, yeah.
Men in uniform. What can we say?
I used to be one.
You used to be one.
Yeah. He was actually, it was my first straight relationship. He's never been with a guy. As a matter of fact, he's engaged to get married in Texas right now.
Ooh.
Good luck wherever you are. And I mean, it was very different. It was a very, very difficult relationship because he had to deal with the feelings that he had for me, and then have to deal with the fact that, well, I'm not gay, but I've got these feelings for a guy.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got 2 questions for the female impersonators. I want to know if you have any kids, and I would also like to know if how long you've been doing this.
Anybody have kids
It would be
here?
amazing if we could have kids, but...
I was about to say, you do that. We're going to
actually,
call Guinness Book of World Records.
actually, I would like to settle down and have children someday, but I'm too young for that now. You know, when I get in my 30s or whatever, I would like to settle down with a husband, a dog, a white picket fence, and a couple of kids.
You really do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
I mean, some people don't, but I do.
I mean, that's what I want. I have the all-American dream, you know. I want to be happy, be in love. You know, I don't have to have a lot of money as long as I'm with the person that I want to be with. I care about them, they care about me, the little house and the picket fence. I mean, the only thing that makes that different for me than any other girl in this audience is I was just born a little cosmetically different than they were.
And it don't matter if we're in a rundown shack. We're in love, and that's all that matters.
Okay.
What's your question?
Question from the lady here now.
Are your boyfriends gay? Or
I'm straight.
Bisexual.
I'm
I
straight.
think Eric is the best, and I'll speak up on his behalf. You know, when I met him, this was the first time for him, and he has gotten to the point that he prefers so much not to place labels on people, that people spend so much time trying to label things, that's where they lose the time to learn about it and understand it and accept it. And he doesn't worry about if he's considered gay, straight, bisexual, or whatever. The only thing that matters is that he is happy and confident with the person that he is and the relationship that we have together.
From the audience.
I want to ask a question to the guys, the gay guys. They're dressed like people, like us. I want to ask you, what do you see in these things that you don't see in these beautiful women?
First of all, they're not
First
things.
of all, I'm not a thing.
First of all, what's that thing?
First of all, I'm not a thing. I'm a human being, just like
Nasty,
you
man.
are.
Clear you was nasty, man.
Why don't you sit down?
Why don't you sit down? I'll spit in your mouth.
Why don't you? Let me ask. Why is it? Why you can't say the F word? You can't say cuss words on TV? And you know something?
And
you don't,
anyway,
listen. You don't have to agree with everything you say. You do have to be respectful. Don't say any bad words. But why is it that you don't accept that?
Because you perpetrating the female.
We wanted everybody else to be happy. We wouldn't be here right now.
Can I make one point?
Yeah. What are you afraid of?
I ain't afraid of nothing.
Okay.
But why do you have that feeling?
Say you're religious, right?
man.
You ever heard of, Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, right?
That's very
Can I make one point? The one point that I would like to make is I feel so much better about myself, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people in this audience that will go home and like me a lot better than you, because I have enough respect for myself and for you to judge you. To me, that you're,
You know, it appears to be-
ignorant and you show your ugliness the way you act, but I'm a much better person than that, even though you don't agree with who and what I am.
Thank you.
From the audience.
America really needs to lighten up.
Listen up, listen up.
America really needs to lighten up. You guys are dynamite people. Live and let live. You're human beings. Do not judge a book by its cover. Gays, if they want to be in the military, if they want to fight for me, more power to you. I appreciate it.
All right.
This is a question for the three guys. We live in a time where we have a relationship and we want to disclose our prior relationship if you meet another woman. Do you disclose this to other women at the time that you've had this relationship?
See what you just said right there? You want to disclose it? You don't need to disclose your life. You need to be yourself. If you don't be yourself, you're not going to be happy.
That's
where it needs
background
to
and your
start.
history.
That's
You
right.
shouldn't be ashamed of it.
Now, Eric, let me ask you this, because I think that's a good question. Let's say I meet you 2 years from now, and we start making those eyes across the room, and we go out on a little date, and things get hot and heavy, and you and I start dating. Are you going to ever at any point tell me that I got to tell you who my last lover was?
I'd tell you everything.
You would, really?
Me and her have talked about everything. From the time we met, from the time we went out to dinner the first time, we opened up to each other.
So you would open up to all these guys, or you'd open up to the other relationships, Jay?
Yes.
Well, in a real relationship, you don't sit there and hold grudges against something like that. I mean, even though he's a guy, I like John for what John is. We don't date anymore, but he's my best friend. And
Exactly.
I think he's a perfect person.
And not only that, as far as the way we go, if things continue as they are, he'll not have to worry about disclosing that information to anyone else because he's going to be with me.
When we come back, we're going to meet one man who went all the way with his desire to be a woman, and we're going to meet her current boyfriend, who has got one whopping surprise for her. We'll find out when we come back.